This morning, I heard a case that annoyed the living daylights out of me. Psychologists report that traditional gender roles result in relationships that are, quote, far from optimal. Most couples agree on a fair division of responsibility, but failure to deliver on that bargain drove today's couple into my courtroom.
Divorce court is now in session.
Good day, ladies and gentlemen. I'm here with Kiaira McNeely and Justin McNeely. The two of you have been married for 3 years. You do not, however, want to be married anymore. I want to discuss what's going on with you. But Ms. McNeely, I'm going to start with you because you said something in your paperwork that alarmed me. And I'm going to tell you what it was. You said that even when you two first got together, he always wanted to spend time with you. He was so controlling that he made you quit school because he wanted you around him. Is that accurate?
Yes, that's very accurate.
Tell me a little about his controlling nature and what he would do.
When we're in a room, I have to stay in the room with him. I can only leave out the room. If he's going out the room, I have to be all up under him, showing him attention, my utmost attention, giving him hugs, giving him kisses, giving him back rubs.
How did he convince you to quit school so you could be in his constant presence?
Well, at the time, I thought it was very cute. I thought it was cute. I loved
There's nothing cute about giving up your future for somebody else's insecurities. Nothing cute about it at all. And I want to make sure you understand that it was not romance, it was insecurity, and someone who really loves you wants you to be the best that you can be, not simply the person up under you. So I mean, just as a general message for the public at large, all of that, I need to be with you all the time, is not romance, it's suspect, it's insecurity, it's scary. I mean, if I had been there and I was your mama, I'd have told you to bounce. On that line alone. Mr. McNeely, were you, in fact, that needy that she had to be with you all the time?
Well, yes, I was that way. I did have her quit school, but it wasn't necessarily neediness. It was more of like she needed to be more around me. Like, I didn't feel like she was paying me enough attention. She was all too worried about everybody else and her family and everything else in life.
So what has that got to do with quitting school?
Well, I didn't tell her to quit school. I gave her the option to quit school and come live with me and stay with me, and so that we could be together. I didn't force her to. I didn't tell her that she had to, or else we wouldn't be together. That was her choice.
But spending time with him, that was taking a lot of time from
Men come and go.
Me.
Education is forever.
Yeah,
Don't
I know
forget
that's taking a lot of time from me studying.
Yeah.
I start falling behind, and that kind of discouraged me. My grades start slipping.
Your main concern with him at this juncture is he's terrible with money.
Terrible.
Explain to me what he is or is not doing that's causing you financial stress.
Well, he has a marijuana issue. I know he has his medical card, but that doesn't mean that you spend $20 a day on weed.
Do you spend $20 a day on weed?
Not $20 a day. I mean,
Yes, it's $20 a day.
It's like $10 to $20 a day, maybe. Maybe.
No.
It's not $20 a day, but I mean,
Let's say $10 in the morning, $10 at night.
Well, here's the thing. He's not working, is he not? Or he doesn't work
No,
very long?
I have a job now, though.
You have a job?
Yeah.
But my understanding is you have difficulty keeping a job because you don't like to take instructions from a boss.
It's not necessarily taking instructions from a boss. It's just I don't like authority figures stepping over their boundaries. If you're
Now what do you mean? Now my understanding is you've lost at least 6 jobs, had 6 different jobs in the last 5 years.
Sure has.
yeah, well,
Okay.
within like
So
1 year.
all of your bosses were inappropriately authoritative.
No, not all of them. The reason why I've had 6 jobs within like 2 years, matter of fact, is because I was forced to get jobs that I don't agree with. I'm a labor worker. I love doing labor work, welding, doing that type of stuff. So when I moved out to Vegas and I had to find work in a new area, the only thing that was available was stuff I don't agree with.
You felt you were too good for the job.
Yeah.
You also believe that you're a very traditional man. You can't do any housework at all because
Yeah,
you feel that's beneath you.
That's a woman's job.
That's a woman's job.
Doing dishes, cooking, taking care of the kid, like giving them bath and stuff. That's something that a woman should do. I'm outside yard work.
Are you the primary breadwinner?
No.
No.
So you're a traditional man to the extent that you can't pick up your children and put them in a bathtub, but you're not traditional when it comes to being the man of the house and holding it down so your woman doesn't have to work.
Oh, no, well, she don't have to work. I take care of my son.
She has to work because she's the primary breadwinner.
Well, yeah, but I still pay for everything. I let her keep her money. The only thing she pays for is my weed.
Well, yeah, I'm not keeping my money. I feel like I always have to save, hold on to money, because he comes to ask me, let me borrow $20. I'll pay you back when I get paid next time.
So my basic question to you, Mrs. McNeely, is do you feel secure economically?
No, I don't feel secure
Explain why. Explain to him why you do not feel secure.
You don't provide. You don't allow me to save money so we can move forward. I can't save money to even get a car for myself. I can't save money to get into a place. I feel we need emergency money. Mm-hmm. And you don't feel like you need to save money at all.
Now, Mr. McNeely, what is your response to that?
I don't think we should save money. I mean, there's no point in saving money if tomorrow's not promised. Why am I going to save money for?
You know, Mr. McNeely, tomorrow is not promised, but it is highly likely. And the odds are tomorrow will get here, and even if it doesn't get here for you, it'll probably get there for your wife. So that's just childish.
Well...
Yeah. It's childish.
I try to give her a kiss in the morning like, hey, babe, I love you. Nah, get away from me. Your breath stinks. Go do something else. Like,
you tell the man his breath stinks first thing in the morning when he's trying to give you a kiss.
Yes, I do.
Mr. McNeely, I've been all over you for a while, so I'm gonna ask you what your concerns are with Mrs. McNeely. And my understanding is that primarily your gripe is she's nagging you all of the time. Man. Tell me about that.
Well, I get nagged at all the time. If I wake up in the morning and like my breath stinks, I try to give her a kiss in the morning like, hey, babe, I love you. Nah, get away from me. Your breath stinks. Go do something else. Like,
you tell the man his breath stinks first thing in the morning when he's trying to give you a kiss.
Yes, I do.
I try to show affection. I try to be a loving person. I try to like do everything for her. I wake up in the morning and go walk to the store that's like a good mile away just to get some breakfast food and come back, and it's just her jealousy and nagging and everything that goes on.
Jealousy. Tell me about her jealousy.
Well, jealousy, like I cheated on her a long time ago, about 3 years ago. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, while I'm pregnant.
3 years ago with an ex-female. And,
with an ex-female? You mean an ex-girlfriend, don't you?
Well, ex-girlfriend.
Ex-girl. Yeah, that's all right. That's all right. You know, female to me is so. I understood what you meant, but female to me is so disrespectful. It's like we're livestock or something. You know what I mean? An ex-girlfriend, an ex-lady friend. You know. Okay, you know. But
well,
anyway, go ahead.
Ex-girlfriend. I didn't feel no love in the relationship. When we first got together. In this
relationship, you felt no love?
When we first got together, we've been together for 5 years, been married for 3. And she
quit school for you. You didn't feel that was a loving thing?
Right.
That's what I was about to say. In the beginning of it, it was really, really good. Straight love, I felt love and everything. And then after it started getting more to like money issues, it started in the second year we were together, and we didn't have no problems. We didn't have any rent to pay or anything like that. We didn't even have a kid yet. And she just didn't show me no affection. So I ended up, I'm not gonna lie, I ended up cheating on her with an ex-girlfriend of mine, and she found out over social media. She had the female sent me a message. I mean, ex-girlfriend sent me a message, and I replied to it, and she saw the reply.
Yeah.
How silly is that, though, to conduct a clandestine affair in a public forum that your wife... I mean, how much sense does that make?
None
Just
at
on
all.
a purely logical...
I was young. I learned my lesson.
What have you done to make her feel... to apologize for that act? Did you just say, well, I'm not cheating anymore, get over it?
No, I gave her I don't have any of her social media information. She has all of mine. She could go on my social media all she wants. I don't really care about it, but I do care about it when you're sneaky about it. Like, I done woke up at 1 o'clock in the morning and see her on my phone trying to check my social media. That's wrong. It's been way too long for that.
You get over it when you get over it. That was your call to go see somebody else, and because you're suffering the consequences of it, you don't get to complain. Now, my question to you is: you live at your parents' house?
Yes. It's pressure. We have a date to move out, so I'm feeling anxious. I'm getting very upset because he can't keep a job for too long.
How, as a traditional man, did you end up living with your in-laws?
Well, we were out in Vegas at first, and we had good work, and I had lost my job. She was still able to pay for the house.
How'd you lose your job?
I quit. I got into it with my manager, and instead of getting fired, I quit. It got pretty rough. We almost got into a fight. So I quit and left the scene, and she was still able to pay for the house without leaving.
Do you understand that, you talk about being a man, and to you being a man is not being disrespected and not picking up a diaper, but the big part about being a man, to me, I don't know, you co-sign if I'm right, is to secure your family. I mean, that's the main thing. Am I?
Absolutely.
True, but you can't secure your family when you're not considered a family. The only reason why we're at her parents' house is because she wants to be there. She likes the security.
Because she's not safe with you because you have failed to secure the family because you're a hothead who can't take orders from a boss. Hence, she has no safety and no belief that she will continue to be provided for because you're too small a person to take a little guff in order to take care of your family.
I do everything I can. I take care of my family. Nowhere far from my son.
Then man up.
I do.
That's
I take care of my son.
No, you don't.
Well, it's a two-way street. Don't. I don't need to just change my ways. She needs to change her ways too.
Have you been living together for years but find that splitting up is as complicated as getting a divorce? Call toll-free at 1-877-311-2222 or visit our website at divorcecourt.com. Don't forget to join the conversation on social media. Go to facebook.com/divorcecourt and follow us on Twitter and Instagram @divorcecourt. If you would like your case to be heard on Divorce Court, call us toll-free at 1-877-311-2222 or log on to our website at divorcecourt.com. Follow us on Facebook and Instagram @Divorce Court. Mr. McNeely, you were making the point
Yes, I take care
that you take care of your family. Why don't you explain to me how you believe you're taking care of your family?
Well, because I take care of my family. My son is provided for. I buy all his diapers. He fed. He's eaten. He has a roof over his head right now. And
Provided by her parents.
True, but just because it's her parents are there, that's her comfort zone. That's where she feels comfortable at. So no matter if we go out to another state and I have a job or anything like that, it's still not going to make a difference because she's not in her comfort zone.
No, I would get out of my comfort zone if I was able to rely on you to keep your job for months at a time. Keep a job for a full year, then I may.
I mean, knowing that you're a hothead and knowing that you lose your jobs a lot, wouldn't it behoove you to save money because you know that you're going to be out of work intermittently throughout the year? Wouldn't that make sense?
I only lose insignificant jobs I don't care about. Jobs
so
that
you
are
only,
like I
if you
wake up
only
not
lose
caring
insignificant jobs.
I work for construction, and the only reason why I'm still not working for that is because it slowed down. If not, I would be working for there. I don't think that I need to work at a job that I don't want to wake up to go to work for. That's not a job. That's
Let me tell you
being
something.
locked down.
Let me explain something to you. My father was born in 1919, went to law school in 1947. He could not get a job in a law firm because he was black, and they just didn't allow that kind of thing. So while he put up his law practice, he worked in a linoleum factory. My father has a genius level IQ. He had a degree he had a doctorate in law, but went to a linoleum factory because he was at 5'2", all man, all day, because the wrongest thing to him was not taking care of his family. So he took his doctorate and went to the linoleum factory and did this. He can show me exactly what he did all day long, because he was so much of a man that did not diminish him. He was so much of a man that someone who was dumber than he was, that didn't have the education that he did, could tell him what to do, and he didn't lose himself because he was man enough to take it. You misunderstand manhood. You think it's about being gruff and big and all of this. It's about being able to handle your business. It's about being able to take it. You know, you're a small person when small people can take money out of your wife's mouth. Do you understand what I'm telling you?
Yeah.
Yeah. Does it make sense to you?
It makes sense, but it's not something that I really agree with like that, no. I mean, you know,
Run, honey, run. I mean,
That's what I'm trying to do. Run. I can't do this.
It's extraordinarily difficult, especially with a child, a man who not going to help you around the house, not going to secure you even when he isn't in the house. Oh, my God, run, honey, run. Let him go, let Colorado, whatever you need to do, stay with your mama till you get it together, because this is awful.
Well, I mean, she's not going to go too far. My son is with her. I'm not going nowhere far from my son.
Then man up.
I do.
That's
I take care of my son.
No, you don't.
Well, it's a two-way street. I don't need to just change my ways. She needs to change her ways, too. It's two-way street. It's not just, I got to change everything.
What does she need to do better?
Stop nagging?
What do you mean?
Need to get a
Stop
job?
What does she need to do
Stop
better?
treating me like a kid. I don't wake up in the morning and get called stupid or get called a poo butt or tell me that I need to go do something. I do everything that I need to do. The only thing that I'm not doing right now is have a job. Well, I actually have a job now.
Oh, my God.
I have a job now. I'm a security officer.
Through your own mouth, you say you provide nothing for her in the way of domestic support. And all you do is be the breadwinner, and you don't win any bread.
I make bread. She's mad because I don't give it to her.
Court's in session. Do you come in, take off your clothes, and then say,
I do, Your Honor. If you want to touch something, go touch some dishes in there, okay? They got some grease.
He's keeping you from getting any action, huh?
I thought maybe if I get a girl dog for a guy dog, I could get my girl back and my bed back.
Visit our website at divorcecourt.com. Follow us on Facebook and Instagram at Divorce Court. I'm going to make one more run at it, because I consider myself a person that is rational and reasonable, and that I could explain just about, convince most rational and reasonable people of just about anything. You're like a car. You've got rims on you. You've got racing stripes. It's all tricked out. And then you open the hood, and there's no engine. Your manhood is opaque and ephemeral. You display an image of maleness which you think is detracted from by doing woman's work, but it is not added to by making your woman feel secure as a grown man should. Let go of all of the accoutrement, the image of manhood, and actually be a man. Put an engine in that car. Make her secure by having your manhood such that if I told you to do something, and even if you didn't want to do it and it wasn't a job that you like, it wasn't a big doodly job like you think you ought to have, you can still do it because you love her more than your own ego, which is killing you.
Well, that's why I got 6 jobs, because I did. I went to jobs I don't like.
That's why you lost 6 jobs. Okay, Augie. Don't look back. Don't give him a hard time about seeing his son. Make sure he always sees his son. Put him on child support, because he's going to need a little incentive to keep that job. Put down the reefer. Go to a psychologist and find out why you are so afraid to look small, because in your efforts not to look small, you are teeny tiny, and it is unfortunate. This matter is adjourned. If you meet a man on Monday and he can't do without you on Wednesday, it is not romance, it is a red flag that this guy is insecure. So please, don't do what Kiaira did and stop her education to be with an insecure guy. Men come and go, education is forever. Call us toll free at 1-877-311-2222.